Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube video again. Today's YouTube video is going to be reasons why I decided to leave the US to go to Dominican Republic to study. So probably one of the main reasons I decided to go away was just a change of scenery. I've been living in Florida for like the longest time. I came here like when I was months old, and I've been in the Orlando, Kissimmee area for basically my 18 years of living, and I love it. This is where my childhood was. I love the people here, but I am the type of person where I like change of scenery. I like being out. I like feeling like I'm doing something different. And as much as I love being here, DI is also somewhere I really like to go to. As much as I love being here, like this is where I was raised, this is where I am, this is where my family is, I love the idea of just going away. Like, you don't really hear very often of people saying, oh yeah, like I went out of state. I mean, I went out of the United States to study medicine, or like I went out to study something. Like, I personally have never heard many people do that or like have the courage to do it. So I'm just that type of person. I don't know where I get it from, but I've always imagined myself leaving the Kissimmee, Orlando area where I live and just going somewhere new. I never thought it would be Dominican Republic, like never in a million years, but it was something that happened like not even like 2 years ago, and I was like, what if I go and study medicine in Dominican Republic, which is so crazy to me because like when I was little, I loved Dominican Republic, but I didn't like it so much. Like, it was something where I was like, oh my god, like I'm going to Dominican Republic again. As you know, a daughter of two Dominican parents, they really love to go to Dominican Republic. Like, I go every year. Sometimes in the beginning it would be for like 2 weeks, and then my parents made a house, and now it's like months. Like, the last time I was in Dominican Republic, which was like 3 months ago, I spent like 5 months there. And you know, it's like basically I'm so used to being over there and being here in Florida. It's just a switcheroo. And then when I started to realize that, okay, like I'm interested in medicine, I wanted to go to like probably like New York or somewhere far, like somewhere that's not here. Obviously if I have like the opportunity or like the capacity to, but when I noticed that school is really expensive here, I'm gonna be in crazy like debt when I finish. I started looking into the possibilities of studying out of the US, which is obviously a little less expensive than it is here in the US. That's a really big factor too. Like, with one of my uncles, I did like just for the 4 years, just to see how much the difference would be, and it was so much. I was like, oh my god. So when I saw the difference, I was like, I go to DR all the time. I'm there for months. Maybe I could just go to school over there. And like, one of the best things too is I feel like over there I'm gonna get a little bit more like hands-on experience in what it's like being a doctor. Here in the US is great, but I've heard a lot of people like, you know, like it takes a lot of time for you to really like get into the field, and over there you get into the field like right away. So like for example, I've heard people like right when they're like in their like last semester or something, that's when they start going into surgery to like help and things like that. And those are things that I really like want to see and I really want to experience like as soon as like I basically finishing the career. And another really good thing about going out of state, for me at least, is that I will be finishing a little more faster than it is here in the US. So like, I go on Google and I'm like, how much is it gonna take me to be a doctor? And it's so much. It's like 13, I think, or more, depending on like what type of thing you want to do. And at least for the school that I'm going to, it's like 5 years. And then probably like I want to like specialize in something, which is maybe pediatrician or something like that, which is what I want to be. Then obviously you're gonna add like a few more years to it, but it's not compared to like, you know, how it is here. So I was like, maybe I could just go over there. I mean, I'm basically gonna be starting over. I've been my entire high school experience here online. I didn't really socialize with people while I was in high school. I went to school for like 2 weeks and then Corona came and I had to finish online. So I've been my entire life basically online. I went to online school in 8th grade, so you already know I'm not really the type of person that likes to be out. I'm really introverted. I like being home, but I'm also extroverted depending on like the places and people I'm with. So I feel like it'll be a new opportunity for me to be with people, be with different types of people, because I'm not going to be just with like Dominicans. I'm pretty sure there'll be other type of people, and it would just be so fun to just get to meet different people from different places in the world. It's honestly like one of the best things. I think it's pretty cool about going there. It's just really something that's like life-changing, like something that I personally feel like I'll love. Like I'll be studying in an island, and obviously it's gonna be like really hard work because medicine is not an easy career, especially over there like out of state. Like when you're not here, like it's accelerated, so you already know it's gonna be like full long studying and like studying and like studying. It's gonna be so much, but I know what I'm getting myself into, and during those years I'm gonna be stressed out, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to have my times where I'll get to explore DR more and I'll get to meet more people, and like it'll be so fun. Like I'm imagining it. Obviously it's a little scary to think like I'm leaving everything behind. So obviously it is a little hard for my family to grasp that I'm leaving. My parents are like gum with me people, so they're probably going to go to DR too, but probably live like where they are, which is like La Romana, and then I'll be in Santo Domingo, which is the capital of DR, which is like not far from where I stay. It's literally like an hour, and probably with traffic I would say like an hour and 30, but it's not far. Like you can come visit me whenever they want, or even stay, because they're so attached to me that they're not mentally prepared to let me go. But it is something that obviously it's hard for them to grasp. The only daughter is like literally like deciding to leave. Like originally I wanted to go to like a really good school here in Florida called UCF, or like New York, but like I don't know, like I always wanted to go out and be somewhere different, and I just didn't feel like it was worth so much of the money that I was gonna do. Like it was too much. So I basically decided to just leave everything behind. I mean, here I don't really have much friends. Like I know people, obviously, like I have some people I would talk to every now and then, but I don't really have like my group of people, and I'm basically alone all the time. So I was like, maybe I could just leave everything I have here and start over somewhere else, and hopefully it'll be the experience I'm having in my mind. Hopefully I'll love it. Hopefully I'll make friends. Hopefully I will finish this career, because I know so many people get into like the career and then like they end up not finishing because they have a change of heart, and that's like totally okay. But I genuinely want to see if I could get into that career and like hopefully finish it, and be in something that I feel like I'm gonna be really good at, especially with children, because I love being with children. Like my whole life I've been basically like the oldest, and I've always been with like little kids, especially having like 2 little brothers. Like I just love kids. So maybe being a pediatrician, which is what I really want to be, will help me, and I'll actually be able to do that. And yeah, so obviously there's like a lot of really good factors of me studying over there. It's going to be accelerated. I'm going to get some more hands-on experience. Another really good thing that I like, well, for the university that I'm going to, is that it's credited here. So obviously it's going to be less of processes. I don't really know how it's going to be when I come back, because I don't have plans on staying in DR to like do doctor stuff. Like, I'm not planning to stay there to actually be a doctor over there. I'm planning to come back here and obviously pursue my career here in the US. But the things I will be doing in that university are credited here, so it's so much more easier to process everything. So that is a really big like factor that I really love. Especially, I don't know if all the universities over there do it, but the one I'm going to does it, and I love it. Another thing too is that I will be having the classes in English. So they have Spanish and then they have English. Obviously the English one is going to be a little more expensive because like it's not their main language, but they have both. During the last semesters, I think that's when like they switch to Spanish because you're going to be in clinics, and obviously in the clinics there's going to be people who talk Spanish and you need to know Spanish things, but the majority of it will be in English, which is something I love. Like I'm pretty fluent in Spanish, like it was my first language, but obviously being like here, my English and everything, like I kind of like forget my Spanish sometimes, but I understand it. It's not something that I feel like I'm gonna struggle too much with. I just feel like I'm gonna learn things better in English since that is basically my main language. That's why I'm taking English, but I do feel like that's a really good benefit because you're gonna basically be having 2 languages, and if I finish a career over there, I'll be basically a doctor over there, and I'll be a doctor here, so I'll be in both areas. And you know, like, it's just a really long process, but it's something that I feel like I'm looking forward to. So yeah, like those are just some really big factors that I feel like are really important. I really like the university I'm going to. I like the idea of going away and basically starting over, meeting people and being a different type of person, hopefully, where I could maybe socialize a little more with people, because like I've always been really to myself. I'm not really used to like having so many people around me, but hopefully that's something that will change while I'm over there, while I'm learning. Obviously, choosing medicine as my career is going to be so hard and so stressful, but hopefully I'm able to finish it and make a difference. I will be one of the first doctors in my family, especially in the new generation, so that's obviously going to be really big. And those are just some of my plans and why I decided to go away to Dominican Republic and out of the US. So thank you guys again for watching my videos, and until next time.